So what we're going to talk about in this video, which is relative to you, is the sort of straightening movement of the arms. Okay. So what happens with yourself is that right arm stays too bent.
Yeah.
And I think the reason why the right arm stays too bent is because there's not enough of a pulling motion on that left hand. So if you do a couple of practice swings just for a second for me, I think what happened when you, like I say, when you sort of started hitting shots at the beginning of the lesson is the hit was too shallow.
Yeah.
So what that kind of means is as you were sort of coming down, do a couple of sort of brushy type practice swing. Yeah, kind of very much like this, right? So it's very sort of shallow. Although you were hitting the ball pretty straight, there was a real lack of, should we say, compression on the back of the golf ball.
Definitely.
So what should happen, and this is kind of what we're doing, and we're going to do this in a couple of parts. So if you get set up to an imaginary ball, okay, and swing back when you're ready. The big thing that we're looking for as we come into this downswing is a pulling motion. And in particular, what we want to focus on, I'm just going to switch sides here, is this left hand. So we want this left hand to really be pulling this way, right? So it's almost going to feel to Andrew like the left hand is pulling over towards his left ankle line, correct?
Definitely.
Now, as the left hand pulls that way, it'll feel steep, yes? And it might feel steep to a lot of people at home. So particularly if we were to pause about here. Now, the thing that stops the steepness is the right hand. So hold that position for me. So if this right hand was a bit bent and a bit on top, then this would make the club come down too steep. But because this idea is this upper arm stays connected, the forearm points up. As Andrew pulls and moves left, it brings him into this sort of impact position. So if I can trade places just for a sec. So the thing that you're looking for really when you start doing practice sessions is that. Now, I know most people will be kind of thinking, oh God, that's going to hurt, but you need that. And then the way that you shallow that out is by understanding your hips. So your hips should be going up as you pull your arms down, which gives you that correct angle of attack. What you don't want to do is get into this sort of habit where you're hitting it this way. It has to be more of a pull down and across as you swing through. Yay?
Yeah.
Show me one.
With a ball?
Yeah, go on. I'm sure you've mastered it by now.
No hint of sarcasm there, I noticed. Full swing or half swing?
Half a swing. Really put that emphasis in that pulling motion. Better.